Hello friends, my name is RagePanda1 and today I just want to make a quick little video for you about the marriage challenges and how you can do a little better in them and get the most out of them. And it all starts when you're doing your might challenge. Now preferably, you're going to have leveled your Travain companion to mythic, and you may have even gone to level 22 traits. If you have, it's even better, but it's not absolutely necessary. When the might event is happening, you're going to start shooting out the babies like a fully automatic machine gun. Now, recently I've used a lot of mine, so I don't have quite as many, but it's reasonable to assume that during a might event you might produce well over 100 of these babies. Then you're gonna lie in wait like a snaky snake in the grass. You don't want to marry them all off yet. You need to have materials, son. You need to have materials. So the cross server challenge shows up for the marriage challenge. Now you need to understand two things. Number one, the time limited quests are based on the amount of marriages you do. However, that is not what the points of the marriage event are all about. The points that determine your rank in the marriage event are actually based on the level of the traits that you are transferring back and forth during these marriages. So in order to get the most out of what we're doing here, we have made all of our babies during a might challenge, we've saved them for the marriage challenge, and now we're going to marry them in a way where we're going to produce enough vigor that we can actually do something with ourselves, and we get to have the best of both worlds. We want to actually transfer over the highest possible trait to get the most possible points. It's going to be a minor difference, but it is a difference, and so it would be better for me to do this marriage in the opposite direction so that I could transfer one of these level 19 traits over. Since this is for the purposes of demonstration, we don't really give a hoot about all that. We're just gonna do a random marriage. Wow. We got 3 vigor levels. That's pretty cool, I guess. The trait we ended up getting was pretty much the worst possible one, which was energetic at level 16. And we see that I got 87 points for doing that. I now have 87 points, and that's starting from 0. Now we got ourselves another nice hot mama here just waiting to give us a solid trait, and any one of these traits is going to be better than the trait that I just transferred over, so that's perfect for testing purposes. Our 3 vigor goes up to 5 because there are diminishing returns, meaning that it takes you more vigor experience to gain a vigor level as you go. This time we got a level 19 trait instead of a level 16 trait, and since the trait was higher that transferred over, we ended up getting 98 points instead of 87 points. So you can see it's not the biggest deal, but if you're trying to make the most of it and you're doing all level 22 traits, each wedding ring is going to get you more. Each mythic that you're putting into there is going to get you more. Now none of this matters if you're just going for your time limited quest to get your stones. You can just do 50 common marriages and it doesn't matter. You could do 50 marriages and not transfer traits. It doesn't matter. But if you want to go up on this marriage challenge leaderboard so you can get some of the rewards that are contained herein, you are going to need to transfer traits, and transferring those traits can actually make a difference in the amount of vigor that you're going to get. So what I will continue to do is bounce that vigor back and forth, marrying Travain to Travain, transferring a trait every time, trying to get the highest trait I can, and it's really not much more difficult than that. Now I am going to show you a graph real quick. This graph was not made by me. This was found on the official Discord and somebody posted it to me in my Discord. I do not know who made this, and if it was you, then please let me know so I can give you credit, because I would like to do that. I like giving credit where credit is due. When we look at this, we can see how much vigor experience is transferred per marriage, and we can tell that by how many marriages it actually takes to get to 100 vigor. So marrying between marksman and marksman is not the most experience that we could get. If I'm reading this chart correctly, it means that a marksman prefers to have a tank married to it to get the most vigor possible. However, you could be marrying marksman to assassin. However, not everybody has level 22 traits on an assassin, and there's not a 1-star assassin that you can do that with. So the fact that we can make more 1-star marksmans, it costs you more rings, but I think it's better just to do it with the Travains. That's up to you. If you have a great source, an unlimited source of level 22 trait assassins, then you can do this more efficiently with them. And there's one other way that you can take advantage of this time frame. We could pretend that I was trying to get Lionheart onto one of my mythic champions, and perhaps the champion that I want to acquire Lionheart has Brutal, and I need to cancel it out. I can marry over this Brutal from this common, and this is only useful for completing the quests for the amount of marriages done. This does not help you climb the ladder to get those extra rewards, but this is a way that you can make these little marriages that feel bad to do a little more worth it. Now, while it only took 2 marriages for me to get to rank 76, you can see that number 1 here has 25k, the next person 16k and 14k. That's a big challenge. okay? You have to invest quite a bit to compete on these marriage challenges, and it's not entirely thoroughly worth it. It's nice. It's nice to win, but this isn't the craziest thing that you're ever gonna receive for rewards. They spent more than all of this to be able to do what they actually did to win the thing. So I think to some degree people go a little crazy with saying they're gonna win the challenge and then they do everything they can to win, when it's not totally worth it at all. Really at all. Even top 20 gets almost the same rewards, but the main thing they're gaining is these bouquets that they wasted in the first place to win the challenge. So I don't know, that one's a little rough for me. I wish there was something a little better that they got from that. But that's all you need to know about the marriage challenge. Take your level 22 trait farm, marry it back and forth among the babies, then when you're done, transfer that vigor to whatever champion you want to have some vigor, and you're gonna be happy. You're gonna do the best you possibly can on the marriage challenge. Hopefully this video was quick for you. I did my best to make it that way, and if you appreciate that, then go ahead and like the video for me. For now, I want to thank you for watching. I have been RagePanda1, and I will see you in the next one.